Okay, I'm measuring the pinion angle right now for the transmission so I can get the drive shaft right. Anyway, I'm at 87.1 down. Okay, here's the pinion angle for the rear diff. What does it say? 88.2 down. I'm going to put the drive shaft back up here and get that measurement too. I actually made a mark here earlier on the drive shaft. I'm only in on the slip yoke maybe an inch before yeah, I don't, a whole lot is sticking out, so I don't remember there being that much sticking out, and I know it looked funny from previous videos, so this is why I'm doing this right now. I remember it being in a little further here, but I got new leaf springs on the rear. Obviously they're 3 years old now, but they're new, never had any weight put on them, so let's check this drive shaft. So drive shaft's up, and I'm getting a 9.5 on the drive shaft. Now I gotta do math. I don't really like doing math. I'm pretty good at it, but not really a fan. Anyway, up in the drive shaft. It's only in about an inch. I honestly believe it needs to come out to about here. But the only way to make that adjustment is by kicking the diff up a little bit right here. It would have to come up a tiny bit. But these are new springs. Alright, yeah, they're rusted, but they've been on the truck for only 3 years. It's never been driven. So I think an adjustment needs to be made by putting shims right here, right inside there. But I gotta do the math, figure out what I gotta do. Bring it back later. Quickly redoing some of the numbers because pictures don't match up to what I wrote down. I'm only out by 0.7 out of tolerance. So checking with the guys on the forum boards, they said run it. I'm gonna run it. Draft shaft's in. The only thing I was a little worried about was being an inch in. It looks crazy, but I've got enough in here to go about an inch. So that slip yoke is going to about right here. Is it good to go? I don't know. I really hope that I wouldn't hit a bump and then the whole thing come down and yank the slip yoke right out of the transmission. It would probably be a terrible day. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the drive shaft again. I'm going to see about taking this off, cleaning this up, and then reinstalling this. Then I'm going to call it a day for the moment. Okay, never mind. That'll have to wait till another day. I don't have any RTV, so I guess making a trip to the auto parts store is necessary for this port, but it can wait. Well, I ran out of gear oil. I filled back up the transmission. I haven't put the drive shaft back in yet, only because it's much nicer to get up in here without the drive shaft in. I did hook up the clutch linkage to the clutch pedal a second ago. That's what you saw in that last video, is me pressing on the clutch. Alright, let me climb out of here. Okay, one last thing before I cut the video for the time. This is a Helwig anti-sway bar that actually belongs to a Bronco 2. There's some modifications that need to be done for brackets and whatnot that I've got a friend of mine down in Texas that's going to help me out with. But this is so small, it barely, well, I shouldn't say barely, but it wouldn't even come close to going from frame to frame. So, not sure if this is the right one. I was told it was, so we're going to give it a shot here in one of these videos, and I don't know. Give it a shot. I'm not too fond of the hammer tone paint, but for now it'll work until I can powder coat it at a different time. But anyway, that's all I'm doing for now. I've got to get inside. It's raining out. Okay, y'all have a good one. Thanks.